So please, once you guys can see my screen, please, you can use a sign. Please let me know if you can. Once you can see my screen, please. Once you can see my screen, please. Oh, fantastic! Yeah, fantastic! Yeah. So our journey so far, we in our last class, I took us through dashboard, how to create a dashboard on Power BI, and it was a kind of very quick class. And then I promised you that in today's class, that you guys have three projects that you guys will be working on. These are the projects. Oh, this guy is still loading. So you guys have about three projects you guys will be working on, and then for this project, um, I have already sent it to your group page already for the project. I've sent it to your group page, which I'm sure that you guys have seen already. So it's just for us to maximize, to make do with that project, to to make do with that project. So I want to be walking you through one of the projects in class, so that you guys can understand. So that you guys can understand what it means to actually do. So that you guys can understand what it means. So if you go on the group page right now, looking at the question, I'm trying to allow my WhatsApp to load, so that once it loads, I can actually allow you guys to see some things. So, but then the truth of the matter about these things is the fact that anytime you are given a data to analyze, just like I said, it is to the end of actually solving a problem. You want to solve a problem. We are problem solvers. So you want to solve a problem. And anytime you are picking up a new data set, the first question you should be able to answer is, what problem am I solving? That's what you want to ask yourself. What problem am I solving? So once you are able to establish the problem you are solving, then you will also be able to know the methodology you can employ in solving your problem. You want to ask the question of, what problem am I solving? And once you understand the problem you're trying to solve, then you will know the best approach that you can actually use to solve it. And then that's also the same approach that we're using in our data analytics, in that we want to know our problem statement. We want to know, oh, Father Victor is asking me to analyze the data. To what end? Oh, my boss at work is asking me to analyze the data. To what end? You know, before you pick, and just like I told you before, that your tool is just a tool. Like, it's just a tool per se, as it were. It is not the end itself. It is just the means to an end. Your tool is not the end itself. It's just the means to an end. So once you understand your end, then whatever tool you are using, the truth is it will not matter to you, because you already have the end in mind. You already have the aim and your objective in mind. You already know what you're trying to achieve. So, and then I'm saying all those things to tell you that anytime you are seeing a new data set, anytime you are seeing a new question, is not a time to panic. It's not a time to it's not a time to it's not a time to feel quite maybe bad or feel somehow about it, that there's a new mountain before me. How will I even climb this mountain? How will I jump on this mountain and the likes? No, it's not time about for that. It is time for you to sit down with whatever the question is, analyze it on your own, like have a kind of breakdown of what it is, like, so that you will be able to interpret. So it is about interpretation itself. You'll be able to interpret it to start with. So once you're able to interpret, I've told you before now, that what matters to everybody actually differs. When you are sending a report to your CEO, what your KPIs actually differs from when you are sending to your CMO. It differs from when you are sending to your CFO. Those guys, their vision and their mission actually differs. Your CEO is after money generations to revenue generations to the company, generation. So when I told you that your CEO wants to have an idea of, oh, which company is which industry is giving us the highest level of revenue right now, which location is giving us the highest level of revenue right now. How can we leverage the untapped market? How can we leverage the untapped markets right now? How can we do this? How can we do that? Because that guy is just after, money must be made, money must be made, money must be made. However, there's this one guy out there that he don't even care about how much money is being made as such per se. Your CMO, your chief marketing officer, what he is asking is, oh, which of our social media is giving us the highest conversion? Which of our marketing strategy is working best? Are we making more sales online? Are we making more sales in our office? Are we making more sales in our store? Which of our marketers is giving us the highest level of revenue? That is marketing strategy, marketing strategy or funnel. But then this guy, your CFO wants to have an idea of your income and your expenditure. Your CFO wants to know how much profit the company is making generally. Your revenue is different from your profit. Your revenue is different from your profit. Your CEO is after your revenue. Oh, we are making $10,000 per month. But then your CFO is looking like, what's our cost of our goods sold, our COGS? What's our cost of production? What is our cost of transportation? What is our actual cost of production? Then how much are we selling this? How much profit are we making? Is the company really profitable? Is the company really making money? Our staff is by the time we remove our staff salary, how much are we paying our staff salaries? How much are we paying on capital expenditures? How much are we paying on miscellaneous? How much are we paying for operation costs? How much are we paying on this? How much are we paying on that? Now the business we CFO, just the same way that a man will collect salary today, and then he go put a question on it. By the time you come on school fees, school is already resuming. And then the guys already on this call now, we don't go get picking. They don't calculate now, say, okay, if I go Anambra market, if I make this amount of money, now this amount of money I go use pay my picking school fees. Now this amount they go use cook soup, that kind of income and expenditure, it matters most to a kind of CFO. And then we need to now understand the context of our data analytics before we proceed. So, which means that in our data analysis, our profiling, our audience profiling actually matters. Our audience profiling actually matters. You want to answer the question of, to whom am I preparing this dashboard? You want to know who. So once you're able to answer your who question, then you'll be able to know the concerns to address. However, as a data analyst, you might be lucky that you will have been given a predefined KPIs. You might be lucky to be given predefined KPIs. Like, by predefined KPIs, it means the metric we want to see on the dashboard. You mean the metric you want to see on your dashboard? You might have been given all this, but then if you are not given this, then you have to go through this route. Then you will now develop your KPI yourself. You will now develop KPIs yourself. So, but then if you are giving KPIs already, you don't need to really address all this as such. But then definitely, you still need to know who actually matters, and then just and then see what you need to put in their face up front and the likes. So I'm still waiting for this guy to load. I don't know the reason why this guy is taking so much time to actually load my WhatsApp. Just like maybe because I don't really use it as such. So on your class page right now, you have 3 tasks. You have dashboard 1, which is about phone now call center. I don't know if anybody has access to that right now. Okay, I can even bring this guy here. I can even bring this guy here. I'm coming. Let me drop it on your income message. Yeah. So we have this guy. Wait, Kumi, is this true? We've not dropped the video guide assignment. Kumi, I don't want to believe this anyway, but then I will confirm. Kumi, please. Please confirm this in my DM, please, because I thought you have already dropped this video, please. So please confirm that in my DM, please. For your number one dashboard, we are using phone now call setter. This is a phone now call setter dashboard. So what are for a manager, can you see? For who? For a manager at one of PwC's call centers clients. This is a dashboard for a manager contacts clients. So now they've told us from here that these are the KPIs that you want to measure. Number one, you want to see overall customer satisfaction. That's number one. Number two, you want to see overall call answer or abandoned. Number three, you want to see call by time. You want to see average speed of answer. You want to see the agent performance quadrant or average handle time versus call answer. So you want to see the agent performance quadrant over here. So these are the things for this project. So for the other project, you also have more projects than this, which you guys are going to work on. It's already on your general group page, and it will also be on your LMS. So this is your dashboard too. Is to create a dashboard to illustrate customer retention or churn of phone now. This is what we call our churn analysis. And then also you have all your KPIs. KPIs to be measured are the following. Number one, customers who left in the last 1 month. Service each customer are signed up for. All these services: phone, multi-line, internet, online security, online. These are the services: online backup, device protection, tech support, and streaming and movies. These are the services. Customer account information: we want to know about the customer account. How long as a customer, we want to know how long they have spent as a customer. We want to know their contract type. We want to know their payment method. We want to see whether their paper billing is yes or no and the likes. Also, we want to see their monthly charges averagely. You want to see the total charges and the likes. So you want to see some of these guys that each one of them actually has to offer. You want to see what they actually have to offer. So the task you are given, you have been given the KPIs so that it can help you to start with. Because we don't expect you that you should go and be building KPIs for yourself now, because you are just coming up. So, but then we need you to understand the rudiment, because it is basically almost the same principle everywhere. We need you to understand the rudiment. And then to understand the rudiments, just like I said earlier, let me look at this guy. Why is this guy stalling? I don't have this luxury of time. I don't have this luxury of time. Okay, so let me see the other way out around this. Let me see if I can drop the file on mail. So pardon me for this, because just like I said, it's a new laptop, and it's an entirely new laptop. So Victor, I think this other one should be faster. Okay, so this other one should be faster. I'm already sending through mail, so we should not panic. So while we are waiting for the mail to drop, for this, so for now, we have seen the objective of this guy. We have seen the fact that what we are looking for is to create a dashboard for manager at this company. And then by the time we are looking at our data sets, this guy should make more sense to us. I'm waiting for the mail. I'm waiting for the mail of data sets to drop. So by the time we see our data sets, our this guy should make more sense to us because we should be looking at something around customer satisfaction on our data sets so that we can use that one to calculate our overall customer satisfaction. We have to we should see something like call answered or call abandoned on this on our data set so that this guy can answer that question. We should be able to see something around time for all these our calls. Then we should also be able to see average speed of answers for our calls, and then we should have something around the agent also on our calls with what we are looking at here. With what we are looking at here, so we should be able to have all these guys around it. So why is this guy like this? Why is this guy like this? Why is this guy like this? This guy has sent from my own name. Okay, please. Who is on his or her laptop right now? That might want to open the data set for us as I'm waiting for my own. Who is on his or her laptop? Anybody, if you're on your laptop, please just use an emoji, thumbs up. If you're on your laptop right now, if you are on your laptop, so nobody. Wow. Okay. Favor, do you want to share your screen? Have you downloaded the data sets, the one I sent on the group page?
Not yet. I'm just on my system now.
You are just on your system. Is anybody on laptop
Yes.
right now? Like you are joining to this call on your laptop right now. Is anybody?
No, not my
Eniola?
laptop, on my phone.
Okay, Pamela, if you're on your laptop right now, do you have data set on your laptop? Like, do you have data set downloaded on your laptop right now? The first one,
Phone.
the 01 call center data set. Please, Favor, you might want to mute yourself if you are not talking to us, so that we'll not be
Okay.
having interference, please. Yeah. Okay, I think this guy dropped already. Okay. Okay. So this data set, this data sets, these data sets we have. So let me see this. Okay, so we have our caller ID, which is our unique number. We have all the agents. We have the date of the call. We have the time of the call. We have the topic. We have the answered yes or no, whether they are answered or not. We have the one that are resolved yes or no. We have the speed of answer in seconds. We have the average talk duration, and then we have a satisfaction rating. This is over 5. Yeah, this is over 5. So we have this. So that's not bad. So let's take this guy to our let me save this guy on here. Um, let me put it under download. And let me save this. So open my Power BI right now, and then I have my Power BI right now. And then we all understand the process already of loading our data in. So our ETL process: extract, transform, and load. So we are doing our extract. So and then we have a data set here. Pick our data set and then open it to extract. Okay, so we have this guy now. You already know this process already, so I don't need to use so much time on here. Then your transform data, your transform. I'm not worried. I- I'm with you. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm actually with you. So basically, what I'm trying to do is to do our data transformation. We already know that, and we are doing our data standardization. So to check all this, I told you already, ID should always be in test. Your agent is test. Your date is date. Your thing, your time and date. Do we need this one to be in time and date? No. I think we need this guy to just be time, not time and date. So let's add a new step for this. Yeah, this makes more sense actually. So the topic and then whether yes or no. Okay, this one is fine. This one is fine. Talk duration, talk duration, talk duration, talk duration. This should actually be in duration. This should actually be in duration. So let me see something. So I guess as much that this guy will give us an error. So I guess as much that this guy will give us an error. This is not something we are going to rectify in class today. Um, time. Let me change this guy back to time. I guess as much. Add new step. So there is a way you will format to duration actually. This guy is looking at it as a time currently. There is a way we actually format to duration. Your Power BI does not how to does not allow you to do it by default. So, but then there is a kind of complex part of it that we kind of just do some little form of tweaking that will enable us to actually have these guys to be in to actually be in duration. So I'm coming. Let me see. Let's pick time for year, which is not actually speaking into what we want. This is not speaking into what we want. Just a minute. I'm trying to. I'm coming. I will leave this duration as it were for now. I will leave this duration as it were for now. We look at it later because it's another process actually. So and then looking at the complexity and the peculiarity of this our class. I don't really have so much time to right now to actually be looking at the complexity of this. So I will still leave it as it is right now, and then I will just move ahead with it. I will leave it right now. I'll move ahead with it. So so let us when we are done with everything we want to do as a correction, and then we can close and apply to bring this guy to this place. So we are waiting for this guy to load. I want to move very quick with this class, but then also in the same way, I also want to kind of be kind of slow. I can move quick because of the fact that last week we've already done dashboard. We've already seen how dashboard looks like. But then definitely, I promise that we have a refresher course on it, and that's the reason why we're having that in this class now. So it's just to augment our knowledge skills on about dashboard itself. So for this guy, we are back on our Canva. We are back on our Canva, and this is our Canva, and then we are back on our Canva. Um, so right on our Canva right now, I've already told you that we need your text box just to it's a form of title. You say let's say this is let me come back here to our class section. Phone Now Call Center Dashboard. So I want to pick this guy. I want to show you that I'm actually picking what inside our stuff to do whatever I want to do. So I can build this. I can increase the font of this. I can increase this. So I have this now. I can do whatever I still want to do with this. If I want, I can come here. I can do my effects. Give it a background color. Let's say this. Fine. I want to give it a shadow. Fine. Just like I said, you are the one coming under settings, playing with the settings to your own taste. There is no rules to settings. You just want to make sure that it is legible. So for now, it is not legible. I remember that last week I taught you two forms of color. The what are they called, Seth? The light color and then the dark color. And I told you that the dark color cannot be on each other, just like we have right now. Currently, you will not be able to see the name very well now. But then let's change this guy to white. The text color and change it to white. And then you see that this guy has a better appearance. It has better ambience than what it had before. So I just want to put a text box here also, and then for the text box, I want to copy all my questions. I want to copy all my questions there. Control C, and then come here, put all my questions there. So the reason for this is not for anything. It's just to keep myself in check of what I'm trying to answer. That's all. It's not for anything. It does not matter to your dashboard. I'm the one that need it, not them. So I want to put this guy here so that I won't be going back to that place to be looking at the questions. So the KPIs to be measured are the following. Number one, overall customer satisfaction. This is what they want, overall customer satisfaction. So on our table, we are going back to our table and we can see there that there is customer satisfaction column on here. There's customer satisfaction column over here. And then I'm looking for this guy to load. This guy should load. Yeah, we have some options. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can see that the maximum is 5. So on an average, we want to see overall satisfaction on an average. On an average, we want to see the satisfaction on an average. So that's what's overall, because you can't be saying that you want to see your customer overall satisfaction table. I'm putting table here, and I'm not saying that customer satisfaction. So can you see? Currently, what I have is what 13,798. If you are telling your CEO that Oga Eniola, the total satisfaction rating that we have in our company is 13,789. How will you react if you are the CEO, or if you are the one that they are reporting to? How will you react? So it shows the fact that it does not make any sense. We have the major way we do our rating generally right now, maybe all over the world self, maybe on a scale of 1 to 5 or on a scale of 1 to 10. Hardly will you even see 1 to 10 again now self, but most times it is 1 to 5. So if they are asking you for the overall customer satisfaction, what they are asking for is actually holistically, as a company, what is our percentage, what is our rating. If you go on what's it called, if you go on a company website and then you're trying to get their rating, what's the name of this site that do rating, or what's the name of this site that do rating? Or let me do this since analytics rating. Yeah, Trustpilot. So let's click on Trustpilot. Let's see. So can you see that on Trustpilot, what we have is that from a review of 10, we have an average of 4.4 rating. So, but then that does not mean that everybody that rated it is picking 4.4. That's not what it means. In fact, with what we can see over here, everybody that rated it actually picked 5-star. Everybody actually picked 5-star. Can you see 5-star? Can you see 5-star? Can you see 5-star? Can you see 5-star? So it means that they are looking at it. It is when you are looking at your overall customers rating, you are not looking at it as a sum, as a lump sum. You are looking at it as a kind of an average. So it is safe to say that over here, what we actually need is this. So I want to change this guy to average instead. So which is 3.40. This one makes more sense. Miss Favor, what is our overall customer rating? It is 3.4. It makes more sense because they know that it's on a scale of 1 to 5. It makes more sense like this than saying 13,798. No, that is why you need to understand your work, like understand what you are trying to achieve per se itself before you actually start rubbing your head around things. So I don't need this first one again. So I can leave it like this. This makes more sense to me. But then it still does not make sense to me because I want something kind of more concise than this. I want to delete this guy. I want something better. I want a better view of this. So I want to use my card instead. So where's my card? This is my card. I can use my card. So for my card, I can put my satisfaction rating and put it here. Can you see that 13.4? Then I need to just come here and change these guys to average. Can you see that 13.4? But then again, I don't want it to be like this. I'm showing you different options now on how we think as a data analyst. I don't want it to be like this again. I feel this guy is not giving me the best vibe. So I want to use this guy, my gauge. So I'm bringing this guy in, called gauge, and I'm putting it there, satisfactory rate tree, I'm putting it there. So what's my value? Can you see 14 point something? And I want to put it there that no, it is average. So now I want to put it to be there that my maximum is what? My maximum is the maximum of this guy, which is what? Maximum, which is 5. So this guy is showing on a scale of 1 to 5, 0 to 5. This guy is showing on a scale of 0 to 5. This makes more sense to me. This guy, it makes more sense to me. So let's assume that the company target for the year is you must have a target of 4.2 rating in our company. Let's say that's the target. I can come to my DAX. I've taught you DAX already. Come to your DAX. I can say new measure and come here and say rating rating targets. And then what target says is 4.2, and then just click on enter. So on this your gauge, there's a part that talks about targets. Can you see target value? Can you see there? So we just need to go and bring our this guy and put it over here. Wow. Can you see that it is showing what our target is over here? 4.2. And we are unable to meet the target. This gives the company exactly the kind of information they need in their face. So I can come back here, come to my general and my title, and just click on overall 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 customer satisfaction. And this makes more sense to me. So I have answered overall customer satisfaction over here, and then I want to enlarge this a bit. Anyhow you like it, you can come back here again. I want to deal with my title again. My title, I want to make it bold. Yeah, I want to increase the font size. So in fact, if I want to change the color, I can come back here. I can change the color to this if that's what I want. Yeah. If I want to change the background, I can come here. And I still want the white to be the background. No, white can still be my background. I want to give it a visual border, but then the border this time around, I want the color to be this blue. I'm using a blue theme, so I want to give it a shadow. Can you see that? So that it can look this. Can you see that? Can you see that it's look like a standalone right now, and it's kind of making more sense to me. So you just come back here, play with it to suit yourself, to suit your taste. So I want to put it at the center. At the center, yeah. So I can put it here or anywhere I want it. So this has answered my question number 1 on overall customer satisfaction. If somebody doing their eyes, kind of, I think this is quite easy anyway. I think this is quite. I think I'm taking my time. Um, Chinaza, I saw your message. I saw your question right now. In fact, just like I said, I'm surprised that you guys have not gotten it. I'm surprised that you guys have not gotten it. And I will discuss with Kwame. If you guys have not gotten it, you can be rest assured that you guys will get it tonight. You will get it tonight. I thought you guys has gotten it actually. I thought you guys have gotten it. So sorry about that. So but then this solves that. This solves that. So what's the next question? It said overall call answered versus embedded. So I want to see under here we have answered yes or no. Can you see that over here? Answered yes or no. So we want to see the total number of call answered and total number of call abandoned over here. So there are many ways you can do it actually. In fact, to start with, I need a card to show my total number of calls. A card to show my total number of calls. So I'm doing count. So I have 5,000 calls altogether. I can say come back here, general, title. I don't have a title. If I don't want to use the title, if you want to use title, you can click open the title. You can click here and click title and put anything over here. So, but then I don't want to use title. Don't let me use title for here. Let me go and do something else instead of title. So let me come here. Let me change the name of this one to total number of calls. Or better still, you can use hash number of calls. So this guy is giving us this, and then that makes more sense. So it is looking just there over here. I want to give it some form of I think title will make more sense. Can I put in this one? Do this, increase this, change the color of this, number of calls. Yeah. Come here under my effects. I want to give this guy a shadow. So just a shadow, it makes it look like this, which is not bad for now. At least it's better than just having it to be plain like this. So do we still need this? I'm not sure we really need this, but then I can still keep it for now. I'm not sure we need this. But then this guy, we don't need this guy again. So I can do that. So this is my total number of calls. So but then I want to know the overall call answered or abandoned. I can use two ways to actually, in fact, multiple ways, depending on how good you are. If I don't want to do anything, if I want to do a lazy man job, don't do a lazy man job, but then I'm showing you options. Don't do a lazy man job, but then I'm giving you options. So if I want to do a lazy man job, I can use my feature and pick my answer yes or no. This guy will give me just two options, yes or no. And then if I click yes here, so this guy answers my question 40554. But then this is a very bad approach. It defeated the purpose of data analytics to allow you to be able to pass all your message as just a simple glance. You should be able to pass all your message at just a single glance. So I'm coming Varroco answered or abandoned. Can we use tree map and put this guy there? Um, value, let's see. Yeah. So this gives us a kind of value on the on an high end. This gives us the look on an high end. Let's put this guy here and put can't. So this give us the value on an high end, but then this is still not answering my question as just a simple glance. I'm showing you multiple options now. So I might want to see. Let me try and use table. So if I'm using table, I can put my call. Your table will give you might give you headache. Kind of actually. So here I want to click on can't. So can you see that at just a glance I can see what it looks like? No, for 946, yes, this and the likes. So if I want to use DAX also, I can also use DAX. Like I will calculate it. But then I'm trying to get you guys simpler option. I might decide to use this guy also, and I'll just put this guy over here, and then on my y-axis also put this guy over there. So I have it over here. So I might just want to go to my data label and put it on. Can you see that? So I can have, oh, this is yes. We have 4.1 thousand. We have 0.9 thousand. Can you see? At just a simple glance, you can see how they are doing compared to one another. You can see that over here. So this makes a lot of sense. I'm coming. Can we get the same data label for our tree map? I'm coming. Let me just confirm something. I want to confirm something. Data label. Yeah, this also makes sense. This also makes a lot of sense. So we can rename this. So since we are not comparing, I will just make do with my trimmer. I'll just come here, come to my title, and change this guy to what? To course overall course answered or abandoned. So I want to put in this. I want to change the color to color blue, and I'm good. I'm good with this. This actually answers my question. This actually answers my question. Overall call answered or abandoned. So for answered, we can see it's 4.05 thousand, 0.95 thousand. So this is 954. So that makes a lot of sense. So this answers our question. So the next question talks about call by time. Call by time. Call by time. Let's see. Call by time. Let's see. Can we use a line graph for this? So we want to make use of our call, caller ID, then time. Okay, we have something around time here. So for my x-axis, for my y-axis, I think I can have my time. Let's see. This is doing call per time. No, this will give us a lot of headache. This will give us a lot of headache. So I can decide to use my table for this also. I'm coming. My time. Put my time here. Definitely, this should be a long one actually because we have. Then I can put my call over here. So this will now be count of course. Count. So at 9 a.m. we have 18 calls. At 9:01 we have 13 calls. At this time we have. So this is basically what we are trying to answer. It's actually the question we are trying to answer. So 9 a.m. 18 calls. This guy, so that we can know the time we are having the highest call. So I can know the time we are having the highest call. So this answers our question. But then I'm coming. Let me try and see if there's any other thing I can try. I'm coming just to try and see. Um, on my y-axis, I want my call to be on y-axis, count of call. Okay. So if I'm putting time on my x-axis, yeah, this is how it will look. Yeah, this is how it will look. So this is how it will look. So from here, I can see that the peak I have is 30. At just a glance, I can see that the peak period is 30. 30 year, 30 year. Which time is this? This is 11:55 a.m. Can you see that 11:55 a.m.? What time is this? This is our peak period. This is 3:21 p.m. This is our peak period, and this is our least period. This is around 12:08. So with this, you can easily tell your staffs, oh, don't worry, by around 12, most times we don't really have call around this time in the day. You can take your break around that time, when you're trying to see what's the best time for your staffs to take their break and the likes. So these are the things that you can actually use to do that. So this answers the question already. So we want to put this also somewhere and say this is our call by time. Our call by time. So come back here, general title, change this, and then change this to call by time, and then change the color also. So yeah, so I want to give this guy effect. I want to give this guy effect, visual border, change the border to color blue, and then I also want to give this guy shadow. So I want to move this guy up here for now, and then I want to bring this guy down here to stay somewhere around there. And then this is not looking bad so far. I can decide to delete this guy. This I love the chart more than the table, so I can decide to delete that. And then average speed of answer. This guy, we will not be able to calculate this guy right now, and that's because of the fact that what we have currently on here is not our duration as it were. So, but then it is quite easy. It's quite simple. So your average speed of answer, where is it? Average stop duration, which is this. We can't perform any arithmetics on it right now because this guy is not seeing it as something that we can do any arithmetics on. So, but then your duration, you should be able to do arithmetics on your duration. So what you need to just do is just pick on your card and click on this guy, put this guy here, and then here you should be able to see your average over here. You should be able to see your average over here. So your average is what you will pick, and that will answer your average speed of answer. Are we by the time we are doing the correction of this guy for you, I will show you guys how to calculate the average of that. But then let's assume this is the average. I'm just saying let's assume that this is the average, so that just for the purpose of this class, let's assume this is the average. And then your last question talks about, okay, so this guy, we have already settled this guy, we don't need this guy. This guy can do the work. So agent performance contracts. So you have your table. This is best for table. Then you put all your agents. This is your agent. You put all your agents there. This is your table. You put all your agents there. Just click on it. Agents. We have all the agents names here right now. And then you want to see agent performance contracts, average handle time versus call answer. So you want to see their performance generally. So I want to see my call answered for each of the agents. So this time around, I want to do count their counts, so that I can see the number of calls that each of these agents actually handled. Can you see that? So I want to see the average talk duration, but then because of the fact that we don't have it right now calculated, so I will not put this so that we will not have headache. Yeah. So this is the count of the total answered. This is the count of the total answered. So if this is count of the total answered, I want to use this guy instead. So because that one is basically for yes or no. So if I want to see their yes or their no, then I can also do that. Also, so if I want to see their yes or their no, I can do this, and then I can come to my filter. I can come to my filter, count of yes or no. So I can do this. I want to put just yes, and then this time around I'm picking their counts also. So let's see. Can you see that? Okay, it's applying it generally on this visual. I don't need it on this visual. I need it just on this particular column. So which means that we might not be able to achieve that on this particular column. Mm, that is on the visual. We can't achieve that. So I want to quit this. So I want to, since I don't have this guy again, I can remove this. So I can have what else again? The satisfaction, the average speed of answer. Yeah, their average. This should be an average speed of answer. So we want to see the agent that is speaking call fast, very fast. We want to see the agent that is speaking call very fast. So average speed of answer. So average speed of answer. So definitely we can see that from here, this lady, Becky is one that picks very fast. From here, we want to see what else can we see here? We want to see their satisfactory rating, their rating for each one of them. So pick average again for here. So we are saying again here that average satisfaction rating. So we have this. So who has the highest rating out of them? 3.4, 3.4, 3.47. This lady Mata has the highest rating, and they're like, so I want to remove this total, grand total. Come here, values. Let me see. Yeah, this is the total. So I want to remove the total. Just leave it as this and this. So these are our agent performance contracts. So we want to give this guy a title, and call it agent performance quadrants. I hope my spelling of quadrant is correct. Okay, it's correct now. So we have our agent performance quadrant here, which makes more sense. So now I think we've answered all these questions now. So we can now delete this guy. Since we've answered all the questions, we can delete this guy. And now we can now look at how best we can now arrange all this our stuff. I don't need this guy also. So I can remove this. I can now I can put this guy over here. I can put this guy over here, and then I can put this guy over here. Ensure proper arrangement, effects, visual border, color blue again. You want to give it a shadow. You want to do the same thing for this guy also. You want to ensure that they are on the same line. You want to do the same thing for this guy also. Effects, visual border, change this color to this. So please, if you have any question now, I think it's best you start asking your questions right now, so that so this makes more sense. So I want to ensure that this guy is matching up with this line over here to ensure more ambience. So I want to close the gap a little bit over here also. I think I love it like this. I think I love this like this. So I might want to put this guy up here for now, and then bring this guy down, and then have something like this. Um, so I can customize this guy also. Visuals, color blue also, shadow also. I want to increase this guy a bit. So this makes more sense as it is. I want to put this guy on this guy. I want to reduce this a bit. Yeah, so that they can flow on the same line. So that works better for me. So now I want to bring in some filters. I want to apply some filter on this guy. So I want to have my filters lining up here. So what are my filters going to look like? I want to be able to filter by agents. I want to see all my agents come here. This is what we have currently on the filters. I don't like my own filter to be like this. So I can come back here. I can do my settings, filter settings, then vertical list. I want it to be drop down. So can you see that drop down? So I can always come here to pick the drop down. So with this, I can save more space to myself. And then I want to format this guy also. Effects. Just give it shadow. That's all. Just give this guy shadow. That's all. So this guy is making more sense now. I want to copy this and Control V it. So I want to have one here again. And then this time around, what I want to have there is all the topics. So all the topics that they have, can you see all the topics? So I can do this one over here also. I can delete this, copy this, and paste it just to So I can do this and say this is total count. I can say this one to be number number of topics. Distance, yeah, 5 topics. So we have 5 topics in all. So and over here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you see that? So we have all those ones. What other thing can I add here? Me. I think that settles most of it. Agent, whether yes or no. Yeah, I can also put this one to be yes or no also. In case you just want to see how many calls are actually answered, like they just want to see information about the calls that are actually answered. So just want to do this also. So can you see that I'm very deliberate about the way I'm actually arranging? So I can put my call answered yes or no also over here, and then yes, definitely you have it over here, yes or no, that you can pick from. So yeah, habit of duration no, call ID no, date. If I want my date to be there, I can also, maybe they are telling us that pick from a particular date. Let me see. Okay, we have dates here. So let's say we just want to perform our analysis on a specific date. So I can also come here and I can repeat the same thing, Ctrl V and then this and the likes, but then this guy will change a little bit. So clear this, and then I can click on my dates. So my date will also be there like this, but then I don't want it to be like that. Come back here, special setting, and then this time around, I want to pick between. So yeah, I want to pick between. So for this my between, I think this guy should have something more robust than this. I'm coming, let me see. Yeah. So this guy will have something more robust than this. So I can allow these guys to match up with this. I can take these guys up a little bit, just a little bit. I can take these guys up also just a little bit. So yeah. So to make more sense, I can take this guy in. So I can put this guy out here. In fact, if I want it to still match up, I can match this guy up with this like this, so that it can be more aesthetically appealing. So with this, I can easily swing my dates like this. Can you see? I can always narrow my dates down like this. So any date I want, I can always narrow it down with just a stroke. With just a stroke. So that's why this my own date is actually very important. So so I think with this, whether it is resolved or not, yeah, we want to know all the issues that are resolved also. We also want to know all the issues that are resolved. Yeah, so this guy should also form part of our so this guy resolved or not. So let's pick yes. So at a glance like this, you know that we have resolved 3,646 calls, and then this is the breakdown for every one of them. So this is what was resolved. Can you see that? So this is average of 3.4, and then if you turn it back also, we have everything back and the likes. So every other space that we have over here, they are potential space that we can fill with our images, like with our images. These are potential spaces we can fill with our images. So maybe I want to put my company's logo around here. I can see how I can shift maybe this one here, also put this one here, and then have the company logo somewhere around here. Then I can look for a very good image that speaks into what I'm trying to do and put it somewhere around here. All these guys also I can look for icon that actually befits them to also put them around it. And with this, we are actually done with our dashboard. As this is actually a very simple dashboard, but then the truth is it is giving us all the information that we need as regard the questions that are being asked. So looking at our KPIs again, Overall call answered or abandoned, we have 4,054 answered. The one not answered, 946. Call by time, we have answered that already. That this is the time we have the highest number of call, and this time. Also, overall customer satisfaction, we have that already over here. Number of topics that we have, this is it over here. Total number of calls we have it over here. The agent performance quadrant, we have it over here. Our average call duration, we have it over here. So with this, we have been able to answer all our KPIs, and also we've also been able to arrange it in a style that actually best suits us. So I think with this, we've been able to. So let me see. This data you are working on, has it been shared? Yes, it has been shared already. It has been shared even before this class. So that's not an issue. Please, the video guide has contain this data set. Please, the video guide Power BI class, is it containing this data we are currently working on, sir? No, that's another data set entirely. Please, did the class start earlier than today or earlier than 4? Because I joined at 4:04 and I'm struggling to find my foot. Yes, the class started around 3. We mentioned that on the group page that the class will be starting around 3 because I am currently in a place just for this class, and I need to be on my way back to Lagos this night. So I have to just have a stopover because of you guys. So that's it. I think I've been able to answer all your questions. Let's see, is there any other question? So please, any question again from what you have done so far in class today. Now, use an emoji to express how you feel about today's class for dashboard, because I think that the dashboard is quite easier in today's class. Oh, fantastic, yeah. Because I also think that the dashboard is quite easier in today's class. Yeah, it's quite easier. Yeah, it's quite easier in today's class. Fantastic. So now, to an extent, I believe you guys now have a very good footing on what it means to prepare a dashboard, and then we have so much clarity about it now. Data analytics will now be making more sense to you guys with what we just did now. Looking at what the question is and then how we are able to solve it. Data analytics will now be making more sense to you guys. So now it is time to make it. It is becoming juicier. So it is time to make it. So some say, please, sir, for the assignment, some of us submitted to your email because we couldn't submit to the platform deadline. After deadline, no. Submit on the platform. Even after deadline, you can always submit. Even after the deadline. The system has been programmed in a way that even after the deadline, it will allow you to submit. It will just mark it as late on our own end, which is not an issue. So please, you can always submit on the platform. So thank you so much, guys, for today. It's really having a good stopover because of you guys. It's really worth it to have the stopover because of you guys. So okay, how do you save the dashboard? Yeah, fantastic question. Yeah, very good one. So you have different ways of saving your dashboard, and just like I said, this dashboard is not complete. But then the basic save is come here, save, and do your normal save on your laptop. Do your normal save on your laptop. So this guy, we ask you where you want to save it, and then I want to browse, and then I just want to save it here, class file. So this guy, you have saved it as PowerPoint slide file like this. But then if you want to save it as PDF, you can come back here again and say save as. So or I think you can use use your export to PDF. You can use your export to PDF. So this guy will generate a PDF for you, and then you have your PDF file ready. Can you see that? You have your PDF file ready. So which you can always share with anybody. You can always share with your management, always share with anybody. So your PDF file is ready. So that's basically how to actually share how to save your stuff, and then also how to share it. So okay, yeah. So come in, please. Do you want to send the link to the WhatsApp group again? Please come in. Come in, please. Do you want to you might want to share the link to the WhatsApp group again, please, for the interactive class. So
That now.
I didn't get that.
I said I'll do that now, sir.
Thank you. What cannot be turned in after the due date? This is the prompt on the assignment submission column. Okay, so I will look at this again. I will look at this, but then I thought I allowed maybe recent works. I thought I allowed you guys to be able to save after this, but then I will check it. I will check it. I will check it. If it is not, I will check it. So how can you join the WhatsApp group? It has been the group will be posted, and I think with that we've been able to answer all our questions and be able to make do with this class. So thank you so much, guys. Tomorrow, I believe that we should have our tea break, or better still, our introduction to SQL, because we don't really have ample time again. So don't worry, all those ones will be posted on your LMS. All those ones are on your LMS. They are on your classroom page on Google Classroom. So go and check all those ones there. So thank you guys for today. Catch you guys tomorrow. Bye guys. So Kumi, please stop the recording now, and then please just put the WhatsApp link there, please.